My 32F mom, 52F, and dad, 52M, have been divorced since I was 13 years old. Their marriage was less than ideal, but I won't go into too much detail. Let's just say my mom suffered a lot throughout the marriage, and he was never present as a father. After dad's second unsuccessful marriage to my half-sisters, 15F, mom, he started dating Renata, 54F. They have been dating for over 12 years. Renata is also divorced and has 2 kids, a girl and a boy, currently in their 20s. I never liked Renata because she's a loud, tacky, and forcefully opinionated woman of an average intellect who thinks highly of herself and her children, but has constantly piece of advice for everyone else. My dad clearly loved her. They had lots of shared hobbies and fun together. And it's not my place to provide my opinion unless someone's getting hurt, so I kept my thoughts to myself, and I was always respectful. I used to visit them for 2 days every 2 to 3 weeks while living full-time with mom, so it wasn't a problem to be polite for 2 days. Apart from her typical obnoxious behavior and talking down to my father on a frequent basis, she did a few things over the years that made me like her a lot less even if it was possible. E.g., she tried to convince me to cancel dad's child support payments behind my mom's back while it was the only way he financially contributed to my upbringing, and it was only €200 a month. Again, I tried to butt out because I thought to myself, as long as they're happy and supporting each other, it's fine. Well, last year my dad and Renata broke up, and in the midst of emotional crisis, my dad revealed that she never financially contributed to their common life. While living in his house for which he pays mortgage, she never contributed to any bills nor any renovations she pushed for, made him buy a pool, build a new patio, etc. He said that she cleans and cooks, and he bears financial responsibility for the entire household. She is a full-time employee and cleans the house once or twice a week like every normal person would, plus made my little sister clean on the weekends she visited. He told me that she was constantly whiny about wanting to go on an overseas trips that he ultimately had to pay for, although her pay is higher and he is literally swimming in debt due to constantly inflating his mortgage to accommodate to her Reno/lifestyle requests. Now, the reason they broke up is she wanted to pay off dad's remainder of mortgage, which is about 1/5 of the current value of his house, and she wanted half of the house for it. Renata finds it unacceptable that my dad doesn't want to put half of the house under her name, claiming she lives there as a guest / won't be able to keep living there should anything happen to him. Renata owns 2 units on her own, so she will be far from homeless should that occur. To add, she has been manipulating him throughout the entire breakup, leading him on, sending him articles about how he's a manipulator, which he's a lot of things but definitely not a manipulator, all while talking to another man behind his back. I have been advising dad to stay away from her because I strongly suspect she is after his house, and I don't want him to lose the roof over his head while approaching retirement age. I would try to help him as much as I can, but I don't think it's fair to put me in that situation when I'm trying to start my own family with my husband just because he ignored major red flags. Dad says I'm an asshole for judging her, and he keeps saying I will understand when I'm older, which is incredibly infuriating. Ada for telling my dad to stay away from his manipulative GF?